welcome. It's Chromag and my.
Turtle.
So, brother, this past weekend, I thought we were spoiled as wrestling fans for weekend wise. AEW got pushed to Saturday. NXT was TakeOver on Saturday, and of course, SummerSlam was on Sunday.
Yep. Man, that AEW Saturday switch messed me up.
Yeah, I caught a couple highlights, but I was busy and ended up just watching. Uh, I watched it after the fact. Is my point. I didn't watch it live
Yeah.
because I don't even know if that was the same time as Takeover. I think it was.
Yeah. I
Uh,
think it was like ending or something.
so Takeover. What are you gonna give it? Your overall grade out of 5 for the whole card.
Out of five,
Yeah, the whole card.
uh, I maybe like a 3.5. It wasn't the NXT or excuse me, takeovers we always used to getting, But without us, the universe being there and the build up hype, that's what NXT was thriving on. But overall, it was good. There was some three matches I want to say that were actually really good.
So we'll just go in order. It was the kickoff show, but you had what was it Phantasma? I'm sorry, Brazango, and then Lorcan and Birch.
Kickoff show, right?
Yeah, it was the kickoff show. It was
I didn't even get to see the kickoff show. I was like driving.
oh okay. It was missable, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah,
Like I wouldn't suggesting skipping over it. Um,
yeah. I like Fandango though.
the thing with them though is you could tell they've
Who
been
who do they who they face?
like out of the Phantasma and
Oh, okay, all right,
Lorcan and Birch.
all right.
Right. So it was interesting to me because again, the two of them, Breeze and Fandango, they've been around a while. Like they're not rookies in
Yeah.
any capacity. I don't
Oh,
think
no.
they're top tier, but they're definitely they raised that match. I think without them, the match wouldn't have been that good. Um, I am a f-
Let me ask you: did they do a new entrance? I know I've been noticing they change up their entrance. Like,
no. I was cooking. I walked in probably about 2 minutes into the match, just because
okay.
I was getting snacks and stuff for everybody.
I know last time they came out, it was like kind of spaced something.
Yeah, no, I didn't catch the entrances, so that's where I lack. The next match, personally, I didn't think was any good. I don't know why it didn't call out to me. A lot of love for it, but I didn't. I wasn't a fan. Balor and Thatcher.
Yeah, it was one of those matches you already knew who was going to win, so it was just like kind of waiting to the end. I guess that moment.
Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't. I don't think they did very well together. Like I mean, my opinion, but it just seems there's two
It was a good grapple match.
there's two people that go together and like they could have
Yeah,
the best of their best match of their lives, and for whatever reason, together it just doesn't work. Like,
you're right.
and then you have randomly they could have worked together thousands of times, but then you'll have that Eddie and Ray Halloween Havoc, or
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels and Taker. Right, they're,
Oh, Razor and Shun.
yeah.
It just, yeah, I'm a big Balor fan, but yeah, it was just almost like he was getting held back almost sometimes.
Hmm.
He didn't get to do a lot of big moments that you're used to seeing Finn Balor do.
No, no, which in fact, it's like they're trying to make Thatcher. I don't want to say stronger, but like sort of.
They're trying to do that that um that technical grappler strength in. Like who did they do it last time with?
Oh, last time
The
I
guy that's been hanging out with um Daniel Bryan. Drew Gulak.
Gulag, yeah, Gulak, whatever. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's kind of the same,
Yeah. Okay.
like the wrestling style. He was
Yeah,
more
I know what you
ground
mean.
you.
Not quite Olympic style, but sort of. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, not like that. Yeah, he was just like because he had the whole big story of like no jumping off top rope, and they kind of like try to push it. It feels like they're doing this to that guy.
I think so. And I noticed that the first time it screamed at me. It was always pretty obvious, I thought, but when it was screaming was when he was with Matt. No, not Matt Riddle. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
when him and Riddle had that
He
big.
was the substitute.
Yeah. So once they started riffing, and then I was like, and I'll tell you this. I think if they would have had a lumberjack style match with that fight pit, I think it would have been amazing. I think they
Yeah.
really missed out on the opportunity to do that at like Extreme Rules.
Like,
that would have been great, you know.
did the Finn Balor match? Did they even have a story build up on that, or what happened? How did they even get in the match? I didn't even see that.
That it just seems like they'll have like a 30-second like clip where they'll be in the back talking, and it's like, you know what, fuck you, oh fuck me, yeah, and
So they kind of like got put in, right?
that's how I felt. I mean, maybe I'm wrong because I don't always catch every second of NXT or anything for that matter.
Yes, and that was my thing because I didn't get to see the segment of those two if they did have one.
They didn't get big spots, at least the weeks I was watching it. Like it wasn't
Okay.
like obvious, clear. I mean, they had some stuff on Wednesday night, but they didn't really have anything. I felt not worthy. Like if you're gonna have a match on a pay per view, you should, I feel, have more than just a couple minutes here and there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know, maybe not have a match every time. But here's where I'm wrong on that. You look at Taker versus AJ. That wasn't very long. Those were just quick little spots. So I don't know.
Yeah.
So it's one of those tough things, and they did a great job with that story, but that's a whole nother. So the next one we're gonna talk about because I love controversy, and I love making people upset and cringe. You had Reed, Grimes, Gargano, Priest, and The Dream. Yeah. I was really surprised that The Dream. Now, this is why I think it was pre recorded. I really think it was pre recorded. Because you really mean to tell me they didn't, like, go, oh, fuck. Like, whether he's guilty or not,
Yeah.
it's weird. And they said nothing on it. And they let him continue. And from what I see, I think he's going to have a match tomorrow, so I don't think they pre-recorded that much since this news came out.
I don't know.
And I'm not saying it was pre-recorded.
It's,
I just
yeah. Who won it?
oh, Priest.
Kind of. No, I know. Like I was
Oh.
gonna say, who won it makes me feel like it isn't pre-recorded because I feel like they've been pushing Priest for. They've been giving him good matches. Win or loss with Priest, he's been kind of.
Right. So if that's the case, then why not pull Dream out? If it's not pre-recorded,
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're just.
have a backstage accident. You know,
Yeah.
like you have Gargano because we all know he's evil, character-wise right now. Just have him like throw some boxes or light or speakers on top of him, and he's out of commission. Like
Right.
that would have been
Yeah.
really easy for them to write him out for now.
They probably didn't investigate.
That's so like I'm just really uncomfortable with it because like it's like I don't want to be a fan anymore. Just because of that. And I know you're a big Dream fan, and
Yeah, yeah.
he's
He's a great performer.
well. That's what I was just gonna say. Obviously, I don't know any of these people personally. The only person that currently performs that I've ever interacted with regularly is Dolph Ziggler. So I just on Twitter, I feel like I know somewhat of his actual personality and character
Oh, okay.
more so versus anybody else because I've never met any of them. I don't know any of them.
Yeah, yeah.
I just see how he interacts on Twitter with other fans, with other performers, with myself.
It's like Randy Orton as well.
So Orton's an interesting case because he plays it up. He also he's even come out and said he goes social media is for me to be a dick.
Yeah.
That's what it's for. It's funny because there was an interview he did with he talked about the whole. Do you remember the whole private jet incident?
Yeah, you talking about with the chick?
No, he's sitting there on a private jet or a jet or whatever. He took a picture and he's like, "Yo, my new plane." He posted it.
Oh, when he bought it,
Yeah, but he
yeah.
didn't actually.
Somebody bought it.
Yeah, oh, yeah. And he goes in the interview. He's laughing. He goes, "Dude, a man I respect the most, Taker, texted me and goes, 'Congrats on the plane, kid.'" And he goes, "Oh man!" And my wife's yelling at me, "What'd you tell people you bought a plane for?" And he goes, "That's what social
He,
media's for, is to live it up, make some shit up, and be a dick."
yeah, he just posted about like he
Ugh.
goes, "Welcome back, Roman. Um, glad to see your new addition and whatever." And he put a picture of, I can't even remember what it was, some cartoon, but his like teeth were all big and shiny because I guess Roman Reigns just got new teeth.
I didn't see that. I have to look later.
So yeah.
That's funny. While we're talking, I'm gonna look that up. So I don't know. What'd you think of the Priest match though?
It had good spots. I really like the ladder. And especially the big guy what's it the newcomer, the big boy. What is his name?
Bronson Reed.
Yeah, with the long hair and kind of got the one piece with the skull and the stomach,
Yeah.
bigger set.
No,
Yeah, is that his name?
Bronson. Yeah.
Yeah, I really like. He was pretty good. I like the whole facials that he does. You know, he was pretty cool. Yeah, there was some good spots in that match. I really liked it.
This is not working.
The whole the Dreamer moment when he was about to do an elbow drop or something like that on the dude and then realized that the belt was by his head was so funny to me because Corey Graves called him out. You know, he was like, "Hey, he wasn't the shiniest star in the sky." And you know he can hear him. You know they ain't got a crowd out.
No, not at all. So another thing that I find interesting is the fact that they didn't bother with completely unrelated, I guess, but like the Thunderdome. They're keeping that just for
Main like the major. They're gonna keep the performance center on NXT.
right, which is fine. I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
But
that works.
so I want to stay on just this for a second. It works very well, and because to me, a lot of the same camera angles that they use in the performance center are always been NXT angles, which
Yep.
felt really uncomfortable watching Raw and SmackDown in the pay per views with
Yeah, in that
NXT
small area.
Because to me, you got SmackDown and Raw are the same, not in height, but like they're the same
Brand.
they're the same brand and style.
Yeah.
NXT is its own fucking style. Like they're all a lot of the performers are got chains and like how my generation our generation I guess dressed like when we were in high school. You know, you had the goth kids with the chains and the piercings and the tats. Yeah, you had all that shit, the piercings and chains hanging everywhere off the clothes and shirt and
Oh yeah. Jingos, bro.
th-
Jingo.
that's that's NXT. all day.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, so and it's fine.
It's
I like it, but
they're meant for a small capacity. That's what performance center is perfect for.
I
See,
like that aside. I like it that it's gritty. It's metal. You know, it's brutal. Like it's all.
I like that word you. It is, yeah,
Yeah,
metal. That
it's
is the key word right there.
and I
Yeah.
mean maybe someone's gonna say, oh well, fucking Triple H said that with when he first whatever. Whether I'm using
No,
someone
man, I mean
else's,
it's true.
but it is like
It's all about rock and roll and
all
wrestling.
the
It's
music's heavy.
yeah.
The themes are dark and brutal and metal. Like there's really no other way to like describe it. But to backtrack to Orton's picture, this is what you can't see it, but everyone can see it now. It's a picture of Brian from Family Guy with this fucking massive
That's it.
grill.
That's it. Yeah.
It's great. It is great. Oh man. And I don't know if Roman ever responded, but it would have been funny if he did.
Yeah, he said something. I can't remember what it was.
Did he really?
I think so. Yeah,
Oh,
or he's trying to call him out or something.
eh,
I thought it was funny. I was just like, oh my god.
yeah. So, but that's okay. All right. So the next match, I almost want to skip over because of how much I loved it. I, it was my favorite match by a long shot. So, and that was the Adam Cole and Pat McAfee.
Baby.
Dude, like, oh, I just got goosebumps for some reason.
Oh
That
yeah.
match, I had low expectations, so that might have helped. But I was like,
Pat Pat impressed the shit out
dude, like all the stuff he did, like
and then
he,
Cole
dude,
with the facial
no, no,
expressions
but
when he like
he fell out. He was shoved off the top rope. Perfect backflip. Like I'm sitting there going,
halfway
yo, like
landed halfway across the ring.
this boy is athletic as. And obviously, he.
Hey, and then Cole sold it though. The way he looked at Pat, and he was like, "Yeah, yeah."
It was
Oh, I
just.
loved it.
It was just amazing. The whole match. I mean, he had that perfect dive over the.
Wonton,
Just
man.
like all of it. And you know Cole kept obviously because we know they're performing.
He just
Like
screwed the ending
they
up,
were,
but I'm not going to give him that. I won't take that away from him.
no, and that's fine. And we'll get to, that's a newbie thing. We could talk about that with SummerSlam
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Dominic Mysterio. But that's a whole nother thing. But yeah, dude, I thought it was great, and I was wait a minute. I'm like either they're gonna push him off, or something. You know, I thought Adam was gonna do something crazy instead because Adam kept looking back like this, and then he turned, and then it was a good the camera guy fucked up and was focusing on Adam Cole, and they switched it last minute when he jumped, but like
Yeah.
other than that, I was like, yo, like this
And then he got some hops.
he definitely impressed me very much so in a lot of ways. And then it was cool how
I love
you know
He's a comedian to me. I
the
love it.
spot where Adam pulled his brace down and was like and rolled it back up and then hit him with the double was it what was it?
Yeah, on the top rope.
Not double sunrise.
Seen that right?
Panama sunrise. Jesus.
That's.
That
I wish Pat would have been more dazed because he was looking at him. He looked like he knew what was about to happen, and he kind of like sighed. And then Cole was like, "No, no, 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 no." Then he got on top rope and was like, "Come on!" And then the way he walked towards Cole with his head down, kind of a rookie mistake. You know, you should have like kind of gotten dazed and then bent down, and that's when Cole would have jumped. You know, but
it's like
I'm not gonna take that away from him. The match, man, was really good.
No,
I
that was one of my favorite matches I've seen in a while. NXT, and it was a really good match. It
was. I think really honestly, what it was is you're not expecting. You know what I mean? You're just like, okay, this first match, we're not expecting something happening.
So
you know, but he actually gave a moment, you
I
know, like it was cool.
I had two expectations. I had my first expectation was William Regal versus Goldberg. That was my first expectation.
But
Oh, that Matt, really?
that's when he got schooled, bro. We
Exactly.
got to.
That's what I was expect. That was my first expectation. I was expecting Cole to school the shit out of him, or I was expecting him to cheap shot him somehow, and Cole loses like in the first minute. But no,
Yeah, I thought his boys were going to interfere.
yeah, but overall it was a great match. Like I can't even just there were so
Oh,
many
I'm
good
with you
there
on
were
that one. Yeah, I like.
so many good spots, and you could tell Pat was working, and he was really trying to. It's he showed he cares about wrestling a lot,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
which you think you would if you're willing to work with them and they're willing to let train you and work with you. But dude, like that dude loves wrestling. He probably I couldn't imagine his feelings, you know. So like,
He gets.
yeah, he does. Women's championship. I almost don't even want to talk about because I don't feel Dakota is worthy. So to me, it was stupid to have her be a contender already. I don't like her. I think her matches are.
Hey,
I think her matches are sub.
just lacking heels.
What?
They're just lacking heels in the women since they lost Shayna Baszler.
Yeah, but it's Dakota's just subpar. Like
I would feel like I thought Dakota's still a heel. I don't know why they're making her go against another heel.
Io's not really a heel though anymore. She's become more neutral.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
She
I mean, 'cause nobody's really Shane fucked with anybody. I mean,
yeah, she's way more neutral now since she won the title. She's just kind of like there,
yeah,
which is not good or bad. I mean, everyone who's been in the business more than a couple years has gone both.
right.
You know, like Big Show was neutral a lot. Taker was pretty neutral most of the time. Uh, after the fact, I'm trying to think of who else was neutral. Stone Cold was kind of neutral. Nah, he was more heel to me, dude. He was way more heel.
Man,
He was way more heel, bro. He so if I hear the words wrestling and heel, the definition in the book, if you look up, is literally a picture of Randy Orton. I don't know if you knew this.
I thought it was Rick Rude.
No, that's the like beginner level, like the no. But I love Orton. I always have, and just I've always hated him. Not hated him, but like it's that character. You're just like
Doing his job. Hey,
exactly. And he's a great heel, and he just is. Like he just walks out. You're like, oh, here comes a bad guy, or at least an asshole. One of the two.
yeah, you know he's gonna get the job done.
So
You're gonna have a good match.
it's
I love Orton.
I don't know. I think with Dakota trying to use Raquel Gonzalez, and I understand what they're trying to build for, but by her using Raquel Gonzalez, it really weakens Dakota, in my opinion. And I don't think she
Oh yeah, yeah.
and I don't think she has a lot of strength to lose in the first place. So I don't
Yeah,
really.
even her entrance. She did her little thing, and then she stepped to the side, and then like Big Chick started walking down, and
Yeah,
then it was like, oh wait, is she fighting?
yeah, I thought it was a handicap match. I didn't, but like just the way it was set up, like they both came in together. Like,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
should be Dakota with Raquel.
Yeah, she kind of just stepped to the
They
side.
came in like a tag team. Should not have been that. She should step to the side, but not how she did it. Like yeah, just and that might be because she hasn't had a lot of those spots where I'm sure someone backstage told her like, hey, next time, if it's your manager partner that's not in the match, just don't move, kind of thing. Who knows? But
Yeah,
Io obviously won to retain the title because, again, I think it'd be a terrible fit for Dakota to be the champion right now. I don't think she has enough stock in any way, shape, or form on anything. Like,
Yeah, she would lose it the next pay-per-view or the next
like
time she defends it.
I'd rather have Mia Yim, Candice LeRae, Shotzi Blackheart, like pretty much everybody.
You know what? I'm surprised. I'm surprised they're not pushing the heel character of um Johnny Gargano's wife.
They are, but it's really
Kind of slow with it.
it's slow because she right now, in my opinion, she's just there. You don't really see her much. She'll come out maybe once in a blue moon for Johnny's shit, but
Yeah,
she's kind of doing her own thing, and I don't know why, other than just time. And it's like we've had enough of you. We're not gonna do what the WWE did during the lockdown and fucking wring dry the same five fucking people. We're gonna just cycle you in and out like it's supposed to always be. I don't know
if you watch,
what.
she just seems more comfortable with her husband instead of Solo. Needs to break out of that. Like, if
Yeah,
she's gonna be heel, she needs to do it by herself.
right. But
You ever notice the videos when they're together? She's great.
she
She's
feed
Solo,
she feed
smile.
yeah she feeds off of him so well.
Yeah,
Oh, I don't know if he's coaching her or just she's just feeding off of him and not even knowing it. I don't know.
pretty sure he's like, yo, this is what you know what I mean? Because Gargano's is a great heel.
Now, the main event, not my favorite style. I didn't really like it, and I understand why the match played out. And as far as crafting an in-ring story to the character's strengths or weaknesses, I think they did an excellent job. I just wasn't entertained because I don't like that style, and so
Yeah,
Keith Lee.
I like the match.
Keith Lee is this guy with ridiculously strong hands that you can't break his grip, and he's impossible to knock it down with just physical strength. So
Big man
what does Cross do? Cross comes in and just constant submissions,
breaking that knee down.
and just, yeah, that's it. Just wearing him out the best he can, and there were some other there were good spots, but part of me
Some good
was
outdoor moments. When he hit the plexiglass, bent down, and the way they looked at
dude,
each other, I love
I
that
was
moment.
waiting for someone to go through it or them to break it off and throw him through it. Nothing. I was like,
Just well, the way it bent down, it was so perfect because it like bent down like a piece of paper right by Keith Lee, and he was just like, and then like
Cross hit
Cross was
that
like,
leg.
yeah.
It was good. It was good. And I'll tell you what.
You love
Do you? I'm sure someone listening might remember. If you go back to some of our earlier episodes, I was hating on Cross's physique, but dude, in the last 2 months, I think it's been maybe 3 months probably now. That dude blew up. He got leaner and bigger, and it's awesome. Like that's
it was good.
like I think that's how he should look for, especially his character being this sick fuck. Like how'd you feel about the
It's gonna
story?
be
How'd you feel about the story build up though for the match?
um, I think they're skipping it, and I know why they're kind of skipping that because that part right there was not important. I think what's coming up next is the important part.
You mean Keith Lee?
That was just kind of the skipping part. No, it wasn't even about Keith Lee. It's about Cross. That's why they're giving it to him.
Okay, but
And
it's way
I don't know, if you know, but Tommaso Ciampa's coming back tomorrow.
right. So that makes me wonder: are they gonna just fucking
Who
Are they gonna
who
hand?
ended? You know what I mean? Who put him out?
But it makes me wonder: are they just gonna hand it off to him already? Like,
Nah. I think Cross will retain it, and then oh yeah, it's in the microwave. And then I'm hoping Ciampa's gonna get the push up.
right? But is Ciampa just gonna start against Cross?
Yeah, he's gonna go for that title, and then he'll lose. Cross will take it, and then he'll retain it. This will be Cross's first retain, and then you'll see Ciampa probably on SmackDown.
So then there's no justice though, because then
Yeah, it's just gonna be the finalized because like he's just gonna be like, hey, all right, you jump me and all that, because that's pretty much what he did. He choked him out in the back.
Yeah, I remember.
And they're gonna try to like feel like he's gonna get his own, you know what I mean? But it's not personal. It's just trying to get his own back, and then Cross will take him out again.
Okay.
I feel like they're gonna just do like I feel like they're gonna do the same thing like Lee.
Right, and that was the other thing. The ending of the match was not. I don't know.
What the song?
But you called it, though. You called it. You literally said that Lee was going to leave.
Yeah, I knew it was time. Because
I.
well, the reason why I thought that is because why would you give up your other title? You know what I mean? That.
Well, easy. There's a couple reasons. The double champ thing is, first of all, being milk dry right now, and I don't like it. It was cool, but then, like, you got Sasha and Bailey and Keith Lee. It's like, dude.
Yeah, that's true. You got that the storylines wouldn't, but like when that happened, the way it happened, and he's sitting in the office and doing all this like promo practice right there, kind of, so to speak. I was just like, this is kind of like feeling like he's getting pushed. Like I just had to feel like we're gonna see him, pretty soon.
So that was Saturday. I would give it a.
Cross.
I would what? Say again.
I think Cross is going to be a better. Like, I like heel champions.
Right. So here's what I don't get though. Like, I really like Adam Cole, and I think it's interesting that he was a champ for so long, and I thought he was pretty good, yet he never got the push up.
Yeah, I think it might be stable.
So it's like, why did he not get pushed up to the main? Is there something that Vince personally feels or sees long term?
Triple H's boy, man.
Or is Triple H
Triple H always says, Vince, man, you're taking my guys, you know.
Well, but at the same time, it's like you kind of got to know you're here to kind of not test them or feel them out, but like.
Yeah, they're eventually going to go there.
With a few exceptions. I mean, Balor got pushed back down. Breeze was up in the main at one point, wasn't he?
Who?
Tyler Breeze.
Yeah,
and Fandango.
Both of them.
And Fandango. Yeah, and there's a couple others. But now, so that was Saturday. You gave it a 3.5. I'm just gonna give it like a
3.
Oh, 3. Yeah, I'm thinking like a 2.
I was about to say you sadly be like Cassius Ohno and never go.
Well, and that's like cool. I don't know, but it's hard because
I like Cassius Ohno.
There's certain people that you we already mentioned earlier that you just mesh with so well, and Keith Lee and McAfee, great job. I'm sorry. Cole and McAfee, great job. When Keith Lee and Cole were going at it, it was a really good match, but you could tell they were really like trying. It wasn't just a natural, smooth, you know. It was a good match. So obviously that was Saturday, leading into Sunday.